my professors did this amazing thing. So we had to write a response to the readings and submit the response. But he would take our comments, and over the course of the conversation, he would say each one of our names, and he had a little checklist. He made sure that every single person heard their name every single class. And that was really powerful. Little things like that, like check-in at the beginning, doing those kinds of culture building activities will go a long way to having students feel engaged with your course material. I think back channel is a symptom, not a issue in and of itself. If the course is well designed, very often the back channel is really just a support structure for when students don't have clarity. If the course isn't meeting particular student needs, that back channel can become a way for students to vent their frustrations. That means that needs to be surfaced in the course so that students feel like they're being heard and that they can give that feedback in the course. Surveys are great, but really an open conversation of just saying, hey guys, it seems like some people are frustrated. What's going on? If you do that consistently, the students will see that there are no ill effects from saying that something's going poorly. They'll feel that they can trust the environment for that. Instead of running your class synchronously twice a week, 1 week is your lecture synchronous. The second week, you spend time having one-on-ones where you speak with a student for 10 or 15 minutes. It doesn't fatigue the students because they get to do their work asynchronously. It creates relationships with you. It gives you all this amazing feedback. That's an option. The other is requiring study groups where you have not group work, but that a group will submit their reflections on a particular reading, which means that they get together socially. Again, think about what the opportunity with the technology is, what the technology can do that leaves you free to do the things you're best at. We only ever learn when we want to learn. It has to be an internally motivated activity. So how do you grease the wheels of that internal motivation? Well, you create relationships that are authentic. Young people will know when you're not being authentic. Making more space for conversation and making their voice be heard by the rest of the communities. If you do want to do things that are clearly just community driven, you verbalize that to them. Say, hey guys, I notice everyone's kind of tired. We're going to do a brain break. It'll take 3 minutes. This is what we're going to do. And so that kind of activity, again, creates a sense of purpose and transformation. And so anytime you do these kinds of experiments, verbalize to them that you're doing an experiment. You're like, hey guys, I thought that when I would feel tired, we'd try this thing. Give me feedback. Let me know how it goes. And that humanizes you, which again helps with that relationship building, which has to happen informally now instead of formally. Anything that takes them outside or offline and then they have to submit documentation is a great activity. If there's experimentation that you want them to do or calculation, giving them the kitchen sink version or the in the woods version of whatever it was. My preference would always be to try and simulate it in the real world and give them that tactile physical experience. If you need them to wireframe something for a design course, make it that they have to draw the wireframe instead of using a wireframe platform. Make it so that they have to physically do something because that's a skill in the world, but also it creates that sense of energy around the activity.